Hello, friends and family. Welcome to day 58, cycle 3, day 15 of my quest to crush aggressive diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, also called DLBCL, stage 4. The ICD code is 83.39, and we are using the Immuno/Chemotherapy R-EPOCH. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Let's get into mental health, HeadSpace, Noodle. I really gave this a lot of thought today. I think that my overarching feeling today was, I am positive. Positive. I don't know what I'm positive of. No, I shouldn't say that. I am positive. In general, I think I've already expressed, I think if you look down below in the description, you could see, why I have a positive attitude. But today, I just felt like in my heart, like lighter and freer and positive. I'm positive. I guess I'm positive that I'm going to beat this. I'm positive that we'll all accomplish our goals. We'll get to where we need to go. We'll do what we got to get done. I don't know. I'm positive. That's my thing. I'm positive. So here's my quote for today. It's a long quote, so I'm only going to give you part of it. Oh, darn. I forgot to write down the author, so I'll write it down, across the page. I apologize. My bad. All right, so here's the quote. A positive attitude enables you to make a difference in the world around you because when you can see things in a positive light, you help to influence and shape other people's attitude as well. No one wants to be around a pessimist for very long. Our words create worlds. And I think that's kind of true, and I get that feedback. If you read the comments here on my socials, if you watch that video that I did long ago, I don't know, probably 50 days ago, I don't know, maybe even longer than that, almost 2 months ago, there was a lot of comments in the hospital and in, how could you be so positive? This is your first chemo treatment. This is, you have cancer. This is horrible. And there's no question, it's horrible. But the attitude you bring into it is what you take out. And what I give out to the world comes back, right? So, you guys have seen, even this week, I have bad days. I'm not saying I'm always positive, but I don't always feel this level of positivity. I'll say it that way. I'm always fairly positive. That's just the way I deal with the stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's a character flaw. But I think I've said this before. I don't feel like I'm not positive in a Pollyanna sort of way, right? I do extensive research. I talk to all the folks I can talk to. I don't have my head in the sand. I'm very realistic about what the facts are, and I choose to be positive in my approach. That's where I'm at. All right, so let's talk about my to-do list. Today I went to work, and I think I had a pretty productive day. It was interesting, and I learned some stuff, and I did a little something new, so that was kind of fun. I designed and created a new PICC line sleeve. Here it is. Ta-da! Looks similar to the old one. Let me pop it off. Okay, so it is again, oops, I got it out of frame. It is again the Suzette stitch, as you can see. Or maybe not. I've also put the elastic in at the top and the middle and the bottom, right where I have the buttons. Here are the buttons. So some of the improvements I made this time, at the end, I have one piece of elastic running through the entire PICC sleeve. And at the end, I use the, what do you call these? The mask toggles, the silicone toggles. So if the elastic is pulled too loose, then we can tighten it up a little bit without having to redo anything. And then in the buttons, I felt that the old buttons kind of lost their shape because they were just crocheted. So this time I inserted some floral wire in there to help keep their shape and help hold on to the elastic when it's buttoned on. I also changed the shape. I don't know if it's visible on here. When I made the last one, it was pretty much a square. And I was thinking rectangle, but then upon further consideration, I went with, is that called a trapezoid? It is four-sided. This side, these two sides, this side is on an angle. These are all the top and the bottom are parallel, and then this side is straight, like the beginning. It's basically the same size as my old square. So this is the new and improved version, Prototype 2, and I will wear it for a while, and hopefully this is the one that makes it through next week when I start chemo again. But we'll see. I'm going to try it out for the next couple days, and we'll see if it holds up, if the design was good. So Prototype 2 is done. Check. All right. I haven't exercised every day or every other day, where I think I mentioned already, I use the SodaStream maker and I make seltzer water and I fill up all my water bottles. So I did that today. So I filled up 80 ounces of fluid. Nope, that's wrong. 160 ounces of fluid in the bottles. So some for today, some for tomorrow. I made some hot tea and I got some water prepared for a protein shake, like all this kind of stuff. So I did that kind of work today. That's just kind of regular maintenance, and I usually do it every day, every other day. So not a big deal, but I added it to my to-do list because I did do it. I had to clean the dishwasher, so I ran the dishwasher yesterday, and Bob came up to empty it, and there was not very much clean in there. So I just basically went in there, scrubbed it out, cleaned out the filter basket at the bottom that like captures all the gross stuffs. So some vinegar, some baking soda, some elbow grease, scrubbing, and we got everything going. And then I reran the dishwasher. So Bob, my inspector, says everything looks a lot better this time. So thumbs up there. And then, dun, 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 I purposely put on a podcast and turned on the charity miles and walked for the length of my podcast. And I think I'm going to try and do that as much as possible, right, to earn money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And when I do that on my to-do list, I'm going to include this little graphic with the charity miles and my, Crush NHL group. Please join me, the team, Crush NHL team. And I did have one person join who I'll shout out to. Welcome. And they got a few miles in today too, so that was great. We're doing good. I think for walking miles, you get 25 cents donated to the charity. So I think we're at like 7 or 8 miles. So we're on 2 miles. $2. And a little fitter. Thumbs up. So please join me. Even if it's a quarter of a mile a day. In 4 days, you earned $1. And you moved your body, which I really encourage everyone to do. So that's it for my to-do list today. My to-do list. On my to-do list tomorrow, bright and early, I've got another robotics call, and that's with our chairman's team, so I'm excited to work with those ladies. We have 2 young women representing the team this year, so we'll see how that goes. I started crocheting a new sweater with a new pattern. Oh, I think, yep. I mentioned that. I forgot to mention that at my to-do list. My to-do list. Let me jump back to to-do for a moment. I started a new sweater today. I'm like 4 or 5 rows in with a new pattern. Similar structure to the one I made the other day, but it's got different stitching. And I'll continue to work on that in my time. Tomorrow, I also need to prepare my PET scan video preparation. I don't know if I'm going to record it tomorrow or Sunday or whatever, but I need to kind of plan it out in my brain, what I want to cover. I think that my plan is to talk about what it is, how it works, which we already did at like 10,000 feet, so maybe a little more in depth, and find some materials so that I can share pictures to make it make sense, and then talk about how I'm going to prepare, what I'm going to do in the coming days, and what I'm not going to do in the coming days. So I think that's really going to be the structure, and I'm considering just recording his own video, aside from Status, just so it kind of lives on its own, and it might be useful to other folks as well, outside of my Status. So that's my thought. And then tomorrow, my plan is, since I am feeling so much better in general, that I am going to do at least 5 minutes every hour that I'm awake of cleaning or straightening. So I don't know if it's scrubbing or if it's throwing garbage away or it's putting things where they belong and all that kind of stuff. But as you know, when I'm not feeling good, that kind of stuff falls down to the very bottom of my to-do list. And I have to say, it's generally not even usually on my list. I'm a horrible housekeeper, but it is important, and I'm going to try to put a little focus there. Now, in non-COVID times, I usually have somebody come in to help me. That person, unfortunately, hasn't been here since, I'm going to say early March, probably, of 2019. So it's all on us And so we got to stay on top of that stuff. And obviously, in my bad weeks, I let it all fall down. Like, I might even want to scrub the floors again. Makes me happy. I don't know why. Okay, so that is my to-do list. No angel deliveries today. We had a plethora yesterday. We were overwhelmed with angel deliveries yesterday, so that's just fine. And I will consider the folks that joined me on my Charity Miles walk an angel delivery. So thank you to you folks that joined my team. Thumbs up. All right, so if you're just here for the story of the day, thank you so much for joining me. And we'll see you tomorrow. And we're going to get right into status. We're going to start with eating. No nausea. No problems there. Mouth pain. Pretty much the mouth pain is gone, but I do have a little bit of that chemo mouth taste that kind of instigates the nausea. So I just stay on top of that, make sure that I'm eating and drinking, have a little root beer barrel every so often, whatever needs to be done. But so far, no problems. No teeth pain, no throat pain. My weight is okay. Still fluctuating in the window. Can't get it down, but again, I'm not really working to get it down. So, oh man. All right, I didn't take good notes here, so I'm gonna just put this up on the screen. My in was 104 ounces, which is over 3 liters, but I don't know the exact number. We'll put it here. And my out, I think it's over 2 liters, but again, I don't have the numbers. So I'm going to put the ins and the out right here on the screen. And I apologize for not being prepared. All right. I'm so anxious to talk to you guys. I didn't finish my note taking. All right. Other chemo symptoms. Neuropathy has been pretty good today. I think definitely feels improved from those horrible days. Was it just this week or last week? Still some at the tips of my fingers, but not crazy. And nothing running up my arms or my toes or my legs or anything. So I'm pretty happy with that. Hair loss. I think that's status quo. Let me give you a little, give me a shout out if you think I'm wrong. Nose clots, they're present. No night sweats, no headache, no fatigue. I'm feeling really revved up. No caffeine, I'll mention. I haven't had any caffeine since last week, I don't think. I'm trying to think when. Yeah, last Saturday was the last time I had some caffeine. So it's all me. Sorry. No red skin, and I think no chemo brain. But if you think so, let me know. I could be delusional. All right, and let's see. Let's go back over to other status. Sleep. I slept for 6 hours and 32 minutes. Not great, not horrible. See what I can get tonight. Hopefully it's a little better. My movement yesterday was 6,800 steps. Not bad. Not quite to goal. I'm considering raising my goal, but I'm going to sleep on it. Let me think about it. Maybe just to 7,500. I just want to... Let me look at the data. I don't think I made steps for a lot of the week. Actually, here. I'll include a picture right here. This is my week's steps and my month's steps. We'll have 2 pictures. I think I can show you that out of the Fitbit data. And then maybe I'll make a decision. I feel like I just need to stretch it a little bit, but I guess there's quite a few days, if I'm thinking about it, when I don't quite make the 7,000. So let me think about it. I just feel like I want to up it a little bit. Have something to reach for. My vitals are all fine. And no doctor news that I'm aware of. Fingers crossed there's no doctor news, right? I did, we talked a little bit, some folks had comments from yesterday's video about how you get stuck in the rabbit hole when you're watching videos and you start watching things that really have nothing. So today, instead, I started watching videos that kind of had something. I was watching people reactions to PET scans. Not sure that was the right rabbit hole to go down. Oh, I think it was better to watch videos about how to take care of your hair when you don't have any. At least more, more positive anyway. So one thing I was thinking about, I'm still waiting to get the PET scan, obviously, but there's something called YouTube Live where I can broadcast to you live and you can comment to me live. So you type in your comments. So I was thinking, I don't know, I have to give it some more thought. But one of the things I was thinking was when I get the PET scan results, I could do a YouTube Live and then folks could come on and ask me questions directly. And I could, I could tell you the status and then you could ask me any questions you had directly of me. Or you can always ask me questions down below and I'll try and answer them tomorrow. So I think I'm trying to look at my notes here. I don't think I have any other news for you guys today. So I'd like to, again, as always, thank you because you do lift me up. I know it seems like I'm just always such a happy, positive person, but you all know it was just a few days ago and I had a bad day. Bad days happen. It's okay. And I don't think I'm always a positive, happy person, but I think that I generally attack life in a positive manner. I'll say that. that that's the way I'll say it. I think that's the right way to phrase it. All right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. We love you. Remember, every day is a gift. Live it.